Hey friends, this is your fourth week of art class, and we are going to begin by reading a book called Cuckoo by Lois Ehlert. Then we are going to be drawing in that art style and creating our own little bird. If you didn't already hear me read the book Cuckoo by Lois Ehlert, then you can find it in the video titled Week 4 Literacy Cuckoo by Lois Ehlert. For our art today, we are going to be talking about geometric shapes and organic shapes. Geometric shapes are shapes that have names that you may see that we've been practicing drawing the last few weeks. Organic shapes are shapes that have crazy curves and edges, kind of like shapes you might see in nature. When you hear the word organic, what do you usually think of? Maybe something natural like organic milk or food. So when you hear organic, what I want you to think of is natural. That's a good way to remember it. For example, these leaves are all shaped like leaves, right? But every leaf is shaped a little bit different, which makes them organic shapes. They don't really have a specific name for each shape. If everybody saw this, there'd probably be a bunch of different things that they would call it. So it doesn't have a name that everybody knows it by. I'm going to start by creating an organic shape. I'm going to use my hand as my organic shape. So I'm going to put all of my fingers squished together, and I'm going to trace the shape of the outside of my fingers. Not going in between my fingers, just going around the outside. So I have this organic shape. Next, I'm going to connect these two lines where my wrist was. Does anyone know what the shape might be in our picture? It's the wings of our bird. Next, I'm going to create our bird's head. So in our book, the bird's heads were usually round. So just like before, I'm practicing with my whole arm first for my circle, and then I'm going to practice doing it on the paper. Of course, my bird needs a body, right? So I'm going to do a little line here. Don't worry, our wing will connect somehow. And then I'm going to do a curved line, almost like a smiley face, connecting that tummy to the hand. Our circle is a geometric shape. Our hand or wing and these curved lines are organic shapes because they don't have names. Next, I'm going to give our bird a tail. So we're going to do another curved line and then a straight one for our tail. You can shape your tail however you want. For our beak, we're going to do another geometric shape. Let's do a triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. There's 1, 2, 3. And for the top of the beak, if you want the beak open, you can do another triangle. 1, 2, 3. Last, I'm going to do some more circles for that eye. So you can decide how big you want your eye. I'm going to do a pretty big one. And then, so it doesn't look weird, I'm going to do another little circle and mostly fill it in so my bird has a sparkly eye. You might want to add some feet and a perch for your bird. So I'm going to draw a couple of rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides for my rectangle. And 1, 2, 3, 4 sides for my rectangle. And then we'll do some organic lines for those feet. You can draw your feet however you'd like. Mine kind of look like curvy sideways Ys. And then you can either draw your bird on the ground or you can give them a branch to stand on. You can draw your branch however you want. What kind of lines are these? Organic or geometric? That's right, they're organic. because they're these curvy shapes that don't really have names. Lastly, we want our bird to have some feathers. In our book, the birds had a lot of geometric shapes in their feathers. So you could draw some diamonds or rhombuses. Rhombi, I'm not sure. I'm not a math teacher. That's okay. You could do circles. You could do all kinds of different geometric shapes. I even saw some zigzag lines in some of the birds in the book. For your organic shapes, if you want your feathers to look like real bird feathers, something you can do is do a bunch of little sideways C's, or you could say little U's or smiley faces. These look like little feathers. As usual, you can use whatever colors you want. But remember, our trick to staying inside of those lines when we're coloring is to outline your shape first and then color on the inside. This makes it a lot easier to stay inside the lines and not scribble, so you're happier with your artwork. Our objectives today are to create at least 4 geometric shapes. So let's count the geometric shapes. 1, I have circles, 2, triangles, 3, rectangles, 4, either diamonds or rhombuses, depending on what you want to call them. My second objective is to create at least 4 organic shapes. So let's count the organic shapes we have. We have this funky little body shape, 1. We have the tail, 2. We have the hand shape we did together, 3. We have these funny little shapes that I did, that's 4 and 5. And then even the plant counts as 1, so that's 6. So I actually did a lot more than 4. Do you have to do more than 4? No, but if you want to, you can. I know this lesson is a little bit simple for my big kids, so if you decide you'd like to draw a little bit more of a realistic bird, you can do that, but make sure that you're still including 4 geometric shapes and 4 organic shapes somewhere in your picture, so I know that you're completing your objective. Los objetivos en español. Número 1. Yo puedo dibujar al menos 4 figuras geométricas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y número 2. Yo puedo dibujar al menos 4 figuras orgánicas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.